Tak. Może słychać? Na pewnie te chropaczenie pierdolone. To jest Gunslinger. Tak. Chciałaś, wybrałaś? To pewnie po co? Kurwa, jak nienawidzę tego. Fuck. Dobra. Tak, zmienię miniaturkę. Beat. Gdzie jest header tu. O, okej. Gdzie jest teraz? Co jest dość słaby, wyjściowy. Kurwa, jak ja nienawidzę tej. Naprawdę. Ale wyjściowy, tak. Dobra, robię to. Sorry.
Easy, boy.
Don't I know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
Ah, well, what are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Well, sir, it would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawman who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell.
chyba nie powinno być aż takie pewne.
It was about 30 years ago. Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs. I threw in with the kid.
Chwila. Yes.
With Billy's enemies.
To jest za głośno.
But before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day. I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Funny, haha?
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
Aha.
You heard, Pat. You need to stay here and keep an eye on the road.
That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those two morons would never let me through. I had no choice.
Ten jest.
Hell, shoot that sumbitch!
Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh, yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast. Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead.
They're coming from the rear!
I decided to help Billy and the boys out a bit. So that's just what I did.
Hey, got one behind us! Stay on it! Covering fire!
As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kids' apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
Guess you've had enough! God damn him!
I'm done with you!
Had enough?
You think you can kill me?
Ale shit. Czekaj, bo za głośno i tak jest jeszcze. Wpływa mnie tylko muzyka, nie? Nie wiem. Powinno być okej. Czekaj. Nie jest płynnie.
Die! Watch out! He's one of them! God damn it, he's right behind us!
Where the hell's Garrett? He's never around when you need him.
Come on!
Hmm? Co tu można było dać? Czekaj, bo mi coś pisze. Co by tu wziąć, kurwa, jaką... Dwa rewolwery chcemy, czy nie? Chyba w rewolwery sobie wezmę. A Kimbo? Czekaj, a co jest w tym? Patrzenie przez przyrządy strzelnicze spowalnia czas, nie spiesz się, wymierzysz z broni. Dobra, to. Wiecie co, wezmę to. Przynajmniej będę mógł jeszcze przycelować trochę, lol.
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off.
What Mendo? Ja sobie chcę zobaczyć właśnie. Dostał. Powinien dostać teraz. Oła. Dobra.
Me and you.
Still, one of them reached the water tower. Not a bad idea. It would be a turkey shoot from up there.
What the heck just happened?
Nice. Dobra. Ciekawi właśnie, czy mogę z bliska coś, czy nie, nie mogę. Czekaj. Dobra, amunicję.
Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed.
Czekaj. Nie czaj teraz.
A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
Dobra.
I think I winged him. Someone shoot that bastard!
Ale mnie mu przyjebali. Kurwa, ale mi myszka przeszła.
You can't hide forever.
Dobra, łatwo. Dobra, trafiony. A, czy... No właśnie, to mogę... Czekaj, czy ja tam mogę przejść? Bo ja chcę sobie więcej odkrywać. A nie, więc jednak muszę iść tu. O dobra, sprintu mam cały czas. Mogę biegnąć, spoko.
Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window.
Through the back door! We got you covered!
Try, Nate! Watch your flank! Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house.
Kill him!
I cut their numbers in half, but that just made the ones that were left twice as mad.
He can't take us all on!
They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo.
I'm putting you down!
Kurwa, amunicji chyba mam na tyle, czy nie? Mam na tyle. Nie no, jestem bogiem, kurwa, że nie trafiam, nie?
Die!
It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house.
Aha, nie mogę wziąć, dobra. Może tu coś będzie? Nie, tylko exp chcę wezmąć. Dobra.
And like that,
You'll
I
all
was
be
inside,
dead, you
none
bastards!
the worse for wear. I passed Dirty Dave,
Deader than a rat in a trap!
and upstairs I found Billy and Charlie Baldry.
Going nowhere! How about that? Huh? You like that?
Ciekawie. Sorry.
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo. Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of.
Aha.
Where'd he come from?
Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm.
God
Okay.
Billy's worth $500, dead or alive. I can keep this up all day.
Czekaj, ja chcę.
I think I got one. You can run. Can't hide forever. Where the hell
Tell
Garrett
you,
get to?
Garrett's
He's
men were
missing all the
dropping like
action.
flies, but they just kept on coming.
We've got company.
Kill him for cracking.
That's when Charlie got hit. "They're catching us in a crossfire," shouted Billy. "Get to the other side."
Shoot that bastard.
Mega mi się to gra.
I can't hear you.
Czy ja? Nie, nie mam jeszcze.
He can't take it.
Muszę się przeładować to.
You can run, but you ain't up.
I don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally
Nice.
put down, but it was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run. "They got a Gatlin," Billy shouted. "Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw their attention." He directed that order at me, and I thought, why the hell do I have to do it?
Raz, dwa.
They're gonna make a run for it. Those poor sons of bitches are done
Many
for.
would have fled in my place,
Dobra, gdzie ja mam?
but I
O,
had
dobra.
that false sense of invincibility that many young men have, like Jack here.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack, he's just joshing with you now.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Greaves, please continue.
Please, call me Silas, ma'am. Now, where was I?
You were heading for the barn.
Right. Making my way past a passel of fallen foes.
He's bleeding.
Dobra, wyposażmy się w dwie.
Get around it.
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up.
Nie zauważam tych beczek tu właśnie też.
Finally, I had the stables within my reach. After the fight, maybe we could treat ourselves to some fried chicken.
Aha. Ej.
And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
Aha.
I read that you went
Czyli
toe to
wcześniej
toe
był
with him,
gdzieś
sir.
jakiś ten. Jeszcze znajdźka. Pan Garrett.
You challenged him to a showdown.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake.
Teraz będzie skupienie pewnie, bo pamiętam, że coś było w tej grze. Nice.
And that you killed him in a fair fight.
Is that what that Penny Dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables.
Czekaj, ja chcę zobaczyć. I pewnie nie ma. No właśnie. Kur.
Stepped inside, and last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
And go on, how did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
Może być wysoki poziom. Łatwo mi poszło. Easy.
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah, after I came to, the bastard had clocked me with his Colt.
And the kid surrendered?
When he realized there was no getting out of there alive.
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
Indeed they did. Sentenced me to hang right along with the kid.
O, do wiosny.
It's important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after. He was with John Kinney's gang, and they were sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
Why were you after him?
I owed that son of a bitch a bullet for what he had done to me and mine.
Teraz chciałbym zobaczyć. Nie to. Mamy coś do dodania? Chyba nie jest.
Instead, all I got for myself was a goddamn death sentence. Luckily, it was right around then that I heard Billy make his move. He shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway. Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a pistol for him in the privy. What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape, too. My first order of business was finding a firearm. Luckily, I located Deputy Bob Ollinger's mean-ass shotgun.
Trochę ciemno. Aż zbyt ciemno.
I saw Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
Więc tak, mogę.
Anybody see Billy? That little son of a bitch shot Jim Bell!
The kid's escape raised a huge ruckus.
You're really pissing me
Hell
off!
yeah. That scatter gun was like a double-barreled howitzer. It could blow a man clear off his feet. You hardly had to aim the damn thing.
Enough?
Ja pierdolę, ale spieprzyłem.
Surrender yourself! Come on out, you yellow bastard!
Dobra. Wow, mocno. To nie będzie teraz tak łatwo.
Guards were everywhere looking for him.
Can't let the kid get away!
Oh my God!
Anybody see him? Can't believe you keep
I
missing!
had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat. I followed the planks where I could, but some of that wood was slippery as hell. The whole town was up in arms. And suddenly,
Kurwa.
I was a fugitive.
Czekaj, bo ja teraz nie wiem, gdzie skoczyć w końcu wtedy. Nie tu. Za źle. Nie. Aha. Chcąco się wywaliłem z tego. tej gry.
How the hell did the kid escape?
Garrett's gonna kick our ass! I can't have gotten far!
Gotta be around here somewhere.
That's right.
Billy broke out of jail.
So that bastard you were after, what did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever gonna find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there. I tried to be stealthy and sneak my way past.
This town doesn't have a moment's peace.
Czekaj, a jak wygląda jeszcze raz inną z gamą? Ta gama w kurwę taka. O, ładnie, teraz przynajmniej jest.
you!
But hell, if they weren't all waiting for me. Apparently, some of them thought I was Billy.
You hooligans can go to hell!
I got this!
He's in town somewhere.
See, me and the kid shared a certain similarity in build and color.
O, ale mi przypierdolił.
I was just glad I had Deputy Bob's mean-ass shotgun.
Don't let him get away! We're gonna be in deep shit when Pat gets back! Get out of here! Kill him! I think...
Fuck. Dobra.
I don't get paid enough for this! Get out here! You won't get away with this! Put down your weapon! Come out, you yellow bastard!
Jak to nic nie będzie.
Surrender yourself!
A może? No jednak nic. Czy ja mogę wskoczyć? Nie.
Give it up!
Dobra.
You can't hide forever! I'm putting you down!
Tak, gdzie mnie putni?
I'm here! Get your headstone!
There's children here.
Can't hear you!
So much lead was whizzing by my head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed to find a horse. Though I never did have a great fondness for those four-legged grass eaters. Smelly, sweaty, ungrateful beasts. We prize them too high, if you ask me.
Dobra. Jak mówiłem, chcę mieć...
I can't hide forever!
To mi na fejsie pisze. Czekaj, bo mi coś się zaczęło. Kurwa, ja pierdolę, dobrze. Tak, zaczęła mi się. Mogę jej sobie włączyć. Ja pierdolę, chciałem na Facebooka kurwa wyjść na chwilę, ja pierdolę. No właśnie, kurde. Będę musiał coś ogarnąć. Usunęło mnie z tego. Dobra, lecimy dalej z tym Gunslingerem. Ciekawe, gdzie mnie da. Czy przy tych koniach? Że trzeba będzie przy tych koniach coś? Kurwa, nienawidzę tego.
Let's do this.
So much lead was whizzing by my head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed to find a horse. Though I never did have a great fondness for those four-legged grass eaters. Smelly, sweaty, ungrateful beasts. We prize them too high, if you ask me.
You can run, but you can't hide forever. Give it up!
Dobra. Park.
I'm here.
Oh, fuck.
Had enough? That was too damn close.
Jak najwięcej chcę.
Boom! My damn
Właśnie
ears are
ten.
ringing.
Z tej historii ogarnąć. Dlatego nieraz się nie skupiam w tej grze.
You're threatening the lives of innocent people.
Ale coś tu jeszcze? Czekaj, może coś do... O właśnie, może coś do góry będzie.
Damn town's going to hell in a handbasket.
But where was the kid while you were busy getting shot at?
Gone. And that's when it occurred to me why Billy set me free.
No respect for decency?
So I could be a hapless decoy and draw attention while he snuck out of town.
Ładnie przypierdolił.
Boy, you are I knew if I made it out of there in one piece, no one would put a price on my head.
Tarczownik.
Because everybody in Lincoln would be dead?
No, because they all thought I was Billy. And all that blame would fall on him. Meanwhile, Deputy Bob Ollinger was organizing a posse to put me down. He was already a mean son of a bitch, but he was doubly pissed that I stole his mean-ass shotgun. Anyway, it was me or them, and the only way forward led me straight to perdition. But the cards were dealt, and I had no choice but to play them.
Yeah, I shot you, son of a bitch. You'll die for this, you hear me? I'll flank it.
Get the women off the street.
Arm yourselves!
How the hell did he get away? You can run, but you can't hide. Kill him!
Nie wiem, że tylko tu było.
Stop him!
Now you're really pissing me off.
Same as you nigga. Czekaj, będzie tu jakaś znajdźka?
Don't let him get away!
Niestety.
Come out, you yellow bastard!
We can take him!
Też tu nie. Shit.
We're gonna be in deep shit when Pat gets back!
Trudno jest z tym pistoletem jednym.
Kill him!
Czy nie mogę ich usunąć sobie? Nie. Shit.
He's struck with blood. Stop him!
Szybko.
Don't let him get away! We can take him!
Nie.
We're gonna be in deep shit when Pat gets back! He's hurt now! Kill him!
Nie mów, że tu nie będzie też znaczki.
Guess you've had enough.
Stop him!
No nie ma, szyję, szkoda. Tak jak mówiłem, poznaczkę sobie na przykład, co? Nie wiem. Aż mi się znudzi graniem ten tytuł.
Finally, I found what I was looking for. The stables on the edge of town.
I don't get paid enough!
On jest staje, czy co? Tam, ale ja chcę najpierw znaczkę.
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Well, sure he did. He dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No, sir. Because Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out. Hello, Bob, I said. I think you better let me go. And he says, I don't think so, boy. Not with my shotgun. So we stood there in the middle of the street, eyeball to eyeball. He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself.
Scheiße. Nie jest takie od razu łatwe. Muszę też na niego patrzeć na... To jest... Ufa. Obydwaj.
He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself.
Muszę podwójnie kliknąć od razu. To jest kurwa trudne trochę. Czekałem, nie chciałem tego, żeby jako tchórzenie zapamiętało tę historię.
But to defend myself.
Czaję, o co chodzi z tą ręką. Już. Kurwa, ale to jest głupie. Naprawdę w tym momencie. Tak, alt-tabować tej gry kurwa nie można. Spróbuję z ostatnim pojedynkiem. Ale wkurwy mnie to już. Oczywiście wierzę w te.
He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself.
Źle. Już wiem, o co chodzi. Nice.
I killed him in a fair fight. Everybody saw I had no damn choice. Well, Lincoln got a mite depopulated that day. Pat Garrett gunned down Billy 3 months later, so his escape was all for naught anyway.
So where'd you go after Lincoln?
Mexico. Until I realized nobody was looking for me. I ended up taking a job at the Rurales.
The Mexican Rurales?
I was hired to help them track down the cowboys.
The most vicious outlaw gang in Cochise County? Curly Bill Brocious? Johnny Ringo?
Led by old man Clanton himself.
They must have paid you a pretty penny to take them hombres on.
Not really. But truth be told, I had my own reasons for going after those boys.
So was the bastard you were after now riding with the cowboys?
Roscoe Bob Bryant was his name.
Oh.
But no, this time it was a different bastard I was after. The aforementioned Mr. Ringo. And yes, he was working for old man Clanton.
Wolę mieć to.
I came upon them robbing a stagecoach, which wasn't surprising, being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bandits wore red scarves, so I knew they worked for the old man.
Over there! There! ¿Quién carajo es ese hombre?
I did my best to help those poor bastards.
You can't hide forever!
Moments later, the attackers were dead, and I checked the stagecoach to see how many passengers were still breathing. None. It was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits. Was that all of them? Or did I just hit the rear guard? I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like Apaches often did. They would have appear in great numbers from above and rain down lead on their hapless enemies' heads, making use of the high ground and whatever else they had. Yet the Apaches always appeared out of nowhere, and there never seemed to be an end to them.
Hold on. Were you attacked by Apaches? What happened to the cowboys?
Did I say they were Apaches? I said Clanton's cowboys attacked me Apache style. I was in a pitched battle, but I was holding my own against an overwhelming enemy force.
Where's he going?
See, at the time, I was still pretty green, and would often blunder into regrettable situations. But I just kept shooting at anything I could see up in those damn rocks. I didn't see Ringo, but I knew he was with the cowboys. He and Roscoe Bob had done me a dreadful wrong, and I was determined.
No przeczytałem te. Kurwa. Nie wiem, ktoś kto jest na live, to może spróbować i od razu mi sprawdzić, czy to mi działa ten plugin.
See, at the time, I was still pretty green and would often blunder into regrettable situations. But I just kept shooting at anything I could see up in those damn rocks. I didn't see Ringo, but I knew he was with the cowboys. He and Roscoe Bob had done me a dreadful wrong, and I was determined to have my revenge.
Z której strony?
But to get to Ringo, I knew I'd have to fight my way past these other assholes first.
Jesus Christ!
Unfortunately, I was running out of ammo. Another perfect example of my relative inexperience as a hunter of men. I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeful fury was much less impressive without the bullets to back it up.
You can't outrun a bullet! I hit him!
Finally, they managed to corner me. Trapped as I was, the odds of my survival seemed pretty slim.
Get him!
Luckily, serendipity was on my side as I suddenly spotted a way out of my predicament.
I hate fucking running.
I ran ahead as if the devil himself was after me. Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I wasn't about to roll over and die. I just kept running like there was no tomorrow. Because there wouldn't be if Clanton and his men caught up with me.
Serio?
As I was scurrying around those caves, I thought, what was I thinking? Going up against a gang like this. They were hunting me like I was game.
You're done!
I just kept running, not knowing where the hell I was going.
I got you now!
And that's when something miraculous happened. Like manna from heaven, I found the desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition. Bat Masterson once told me it was more important to be lucky than good, and he would know. And imagine my surprise when I found a fistful of dynamite to go along with that ammo. That stroke of good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence. It was time to turn the tables. Time for the prey to become the predator. Time for the hunted to become the hunter. Time.
All right, Jesus, we get it. They were right where you wanted them.
That's right, Jack. I was done running. And the old man's boys were not expecting that. No, sir. I came at them like a wildcat. My fury knew no bounds.
Shoot that running son of a bitch!
Uwielbiam chyba to bardziej.
It was finally time for that old man to pay for his sins.
Guess you had enough.
A tam. Czy ja mogę wziąć, wyjść na tą skałę? Chyba nie. Okej, nice. Nice. Okej, zobaczymy co tu jest.
I yelled out at the top of my lungs, "Clanton, I'm coming for you!" A little stealth might have made more sense, to be perfectly honest. Because that old fool had a Gatling gun and enough bullets to last him till kingdom come. But I knew I could not let that deter me. Not if I was to find and kill Ringo. I needed to get that old man off that gun.
Oh, gotta reload.
Ale przepierdoli chłopak.
Damn contraption jammed to death. You one stupid son of a bitch. Would you just die? Why are you so afraid to face me, huh? Waste the goddamn bullet.
Most everyone thought it was the Ruales who had come up against him
I
in
don't know how
Guadalupe
you
Canyon,
lived this long.
but it was just me.
O kurwa. Mać.
Catch this, son of a bitch! Don't let that son.
Nie muszę od razu na tą kamień przejść. Widzę.
Blowing your ass up! I don't know how you lived this long. Hey, let's see what you made of. Would you just die? What'd I ever do to you? Do I gotta reload again?
O.
You one stupid son of a bitch.
Ale przypierdolić potrafił chłopak stary.
Waste the goddamn
Tego.
bullets.
Apparently, one of the cowboys made it out of there alive and told Ike and Billy Clanton that it wasn't a Mexican who took their father's life that day. They just assumed it was one of the Earps, and that little misunderstanding eventually led to that legendary gunfight at the OK Corral.
Dobra, dobra. Próbujemy to jeszcze? Czy... Albo nie. No jutro już sobie to zostawię.
Okay, Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo. I had tracked him and the cowboys to their hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for bear.
Dobra. Ja podziękuję, kto oglądał, to oglądał. No i nara.